KCA, we are aware of the critical importance of financial sustainability, and the Finance Planning and Development Division has played a key role in resource mobilization and also allocation. We have not only weathered economic challenges, KCA University, we would want to see more infrastructure here. We would want to increase the academic programs, a lot of things coming our way. And I promise you, Vice Chancellor, I will be available to advise on is the best private institution in the country. In terms of transitioning to the world of work, the class of 2023 comprises the largest number of graduates that we channel into the job market in the history of KCA University, as was mentioned by the VC. As we celebrate 4,051 of you, it is impossible to ignore the dedication of our faculty and commitment of your parents and guardians in this journey. And our faculty, parents, we don't take it for granted. As one of you, as a professor of university, I know what it takes, a lot of hard work, a lot of marking, a lot of reading papers. We want to thank you and say we don't take it for granted. You, as our graduates, have demonstrated resilience, intellectual prowess, and a thirst for knowledge that you undoubtedly fuel their future endeavors. So you are transitioning from KCA University, not just with academic knowledge, but with skills, values, and innovative competencies that will help you thrive in a never-changing world. As we celebrate this achievement, we must cast our gaze towards and prepare to face new challenges. Graduates out there will be challenges. Please don't be discouraged. If there are challenges, face them head on. Remember, everybody is having their challenges in their own way. So you don't give up. You look for solutions, you consult, talk to people, and make sure there's a way forward. You don't just give up. In conclusion, in a special way, I extend my appreciation to the Board of Trustees, the University Council, the Vice Chancellor and CEO, the University Management Board, Senate, for their continued harmonious governance and leadership that has seen us celebrate this day. And I urge the management to scan through the horizon, identify opportunities unique to KCA University, and challenge the status quo. What else can we do as KCA University? Put in place a strategic measures that will not only produce graduates of international repute, but also ensure timely completion of studies. With the permission of my predecessor, Professor Inaina, we started a very good strategy in Kenyatta University when I was there, where we actually gave all the graduates a certificate of leadership, so, and without any extra cost. And this gave our students competitive edge in the marketplace. So I'd like to request Professor Wakidiki, maybe talk with Professor Inaina and see how this worked, so we can start giving our graduates here a certificate of leadership as they complete their degrees. I also wish to inform members of KCA University, in consideration of the students who complete their studies early in the year, and has been requested by the Vice Chancellor, we can go ahead and start having 2 graduations. I think it's a great idea. That way you don't have to wait. When other people are joining the marketplace, you also need to join them, isn't it? So Professor Wakidiki and your Senate, that was a brilliant idea, and we fully embrace it. To our graduates, remember that you carry with you not just a degree, but a legacy of innovation and spirit of transformation. Wherever you go, make a difference, try to make it transformative, Don't just accept the status quo. Be the leader that you are and try to make a difference. And to encourage all of you and to appreciate your hard work, I would like to offer some top students opportunities to work in our hospital. Professor, your Vice Chancellor will let me know maybe the top students. I don't know how many we will see when you graduate. Then we can offer you opportunity, because if you work hard, then there's always a reward, isn't it? So Professor, Vice Chancellor, we are going to listen to those who graduate, and we are going to pick 2 or 3 top ones. Then they can start working with us. And as I said, to show my gratitude also for the research component of this institution, I have the books here which I will give the VC soon, so that we can build a strong community of researchers in this university. And Professor, I offer to lead that group even as a chancellor, so that we can instill skills of research among our students. Thank you very, very much. I'm proud to be your chancellor, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Madam Chancellor, for that wonderful speech. While I call upon the university choir for a special piece of entertainment, which we want to do literally to what the valedictorian told us, beating the drum. The university choir, you're welcome for a special item. Let's appreciate the Chancellor in a very special way. We have been awarded another graduation, so we shall be having 2 graduation ceremonies. That will be able to ensure that our graduates, our students are able to move to the market very fast and be able to make a difference. The Chancellor, Madam Chancellor, talked about the approach to challenges in an head-on manner to ensure that you are able to conquer the world. Again, dear graduates, you are informed that you need to make use of your soft skills and to be able to touch lives out there. We wish you all the best. Welcome, University Choir. While they are getting ready, I want to recognize a few additional guests who joined us a few minutes ago. We have Ms. Miyu representing the Cabinet Secretary Babu Namwamba from the Ministry of Sports and Culture. We have CPA Nelson Otieno representing the Council Chairman Uzima University. We have Dr. Rose Auma representing the Vice Chancellor, Prof. Solomon Shibairo from Masinde Muliro University. Karibuni, welcome, University Choir.
Thank you very much. All protocols observed. I'd also just like to state some housekeeping for the VIP. If you need to just stretch your legs, just stretch your legs around the tent. Yeah, they are very comfortable places to stretch. Ladies and gentlemen, entertainment, just a little more. From the Department of Performing Arts and Film.
All right, the class of KCA University 2023. Hello? Hello? Siwasikii. Uliza hapa ni wapi? Uliza huyo class rep, hapa ni wapi? Wapi nduru kama una enjoy, wapi nduru wewe? Adios. All right. So DJ, unajua?
Yes.
Lazima tushukuru Mungu kwa kutufikisha hapa.
Before tushukuru Mungu,
yes.
Moja lazima tujue watu mko vipi? Mko sawa? Touch your neighbor, mwambie you look good.
Mudanganye.
Mwambie I look better.
Mudanganye tu. I find your neighbor. Na yes. Kama pia ni class rep muulize hapa ni wapi?
Ngoja, hebu shika jirani msimame kidogo.
Mshike mkono.
Wakubwa wamedance, sisi hatuja dance. Mama simama.
Sasa tunaomba our chancellor and our vice chancellor tusimame tafadhali.
Yes.
Na wakisimama wale tuko nyuma mnakaa. Our DVC. Tusimame tafadhali, we want to do something very nice. Ndio.
Kwa hivyo kwa sababu tuko kwa TV,
yes,
and we want to tunataka encourage watu wa nyumbani ambao wanataka kuja university, ndio?
Yes.
Ndio?
University ni moja.
Yes, nataka kila mtu tu nikiimba tunaimba pamoja. Najua mnaijua, sawa?
Yes.
Somebody say I know I can. Hiyo haitoshi.
Yes.
Somebody say I know I can.
I know I can.
You what I wanna be. If I work hard on it, I can be what I want to be. Ajipigie makofi tafadhali.
Wapi nduru, si makofi tu. Wapi nduru? DJ.
Inua mikono yako juu hivi.
Weka mikono juu.
Zote mbili.
Kama tuje KD twende. Weka mikono juu.
Wapi kelele?
Wacha waibe DJ.
Wacha nisikie sauti. 1, 2, go.
We are a chosen generation. He says I'm I know who I am. I know who God says I am. He says I am. Where he says I know who I am. I'm walking in power.
DJ twende kazi DJ.
Weka mkono juu.
Mkono moja tu. Ruka nani? Watu hapa sioni.
Watu wa diploma twende.
Asitusikie. Amini. Ije wacha wai. Ruka nani? Ati, I'm gonna be. Shika kiuno. Aya, tingiza kidogo kiuno nani? Are you ready? KCA wapi kelele? Ruka. Aya, jifanye kama mtoto, sawa? Aya, kama mkono.
Wapi nuru wewe? Kofia yako shikilia, inua juu kofia. Inua kitabu uko nayo, watu wa diploma.
Angalia jirani hivi, sawa? Twende hivi. Angalia jirani twende. Enda hivi. Twende hivi. Wapikalele! DJ.
Congratulations.
Kwa sababu ya
Congratulations,
wakati.
Congratulations.
I go by the
Let's
name
have a
Honey
seat.
Moz.
Let's have
Na
a
Julius
seat.
Chalo. Asante.
If we go on dancing, we will not get the degree. Kindly, ladies and gentlemen, our guests kindly sit. But that was a memorable moment right there. Many will forget how their names were called, but none will forget how you jumped. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the next phase, I'd like to recognize a few guests. First, the former Deputy Governor of Vihiga County, Dr. Patrick Saisi, is here. And ladies and gentlemen, because of the next phase that we are going to, and because today we are going to have a historic day at KCA University by having the first doctorate degree, I'd like to recognize the following people, and I'll request them to just stand up and wave. Professor Willie Kibanda, Vice Chancellor, Rector of Assumption University of Congo. Kindly stand up with your team from Congo. The team from Congo to support our graduate to kindly stand up. Thank you very much. We honor you for holding our graduates' hand to make history in this university. I'd now like to invite the Registrar Academic Affairs, Dr. Rose Gadi, to take us to the most important session of this celebration.
Subject to the provisions of the KCA University Charter, KCA University shall have powers to confer the degrees of bachelor, master, doctor, and such other degrees as may be provided for in the statutes, and following approval by the Senate, grant diplomas, certificates, and other awards.
Congratulations to the KCA University class of 2023. Madam Chancellor, I now wish to invite the KCA University Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaiah I.C. Wakindiki, who is also the chair of the KCA University Senate, to read the citation for the award of the honorary degree of KCA University. Professor Isaiah Wakindiki.
Madam Chancellor, as per the powers vested in the University Senate by virtue of Article 9, D1 and 2 of the KCA University Charter, KCA University Statute 50, and having secured the approval of the University Council, it is with great honor and propriety that we, as Senate, present for your consideration the esteemed recommendation for the conferment of honorary degree of the Doctor of Humane Letters, LHD honoris causa, upon His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael Minar. On the occasion of the 15th graduation ceremony of KCA University, the Senate finds it befitting to extend the noble recognition of His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael, who serves as the United Nations Assistant Secretary General and holds the position of United Nations Habitat Deputy Executive Director. It is essential to underline that this act represents the highest honor that our institution can bestow. The rationale behind this conferment rests upon the exalted contributions made by His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael on the cause of humanitarianism and the global landscape of positive social transformation. Born in the year 1970 in Slovakia, Ambassador Michael has dedicated the entire of his life to the selfless service of mankind. His distinguished career path has encompassed a remarkable trajectory, commencing as an educator, ascending to diplomatic, ambassadorial roles, and ultimately attaining the exalted position of the Deputy Executive Director of the UN Habitat. His academic accomplishments encompass a PhD degree conferred by the Comenius University, Bratislava, Slovakia, within the Department of English and American Studies, specializing in the theory of teaching English as a foreign language. He earlier graduated with a master's degree in English and Russian language and literature from the same university. During his tenure as the permanent representative of Slovakia to the United Nations, His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael assumed pivotal responsibilities, serving as the Vice President of the United Nations Children's Fund Executive Board, Vice Chair of the Peace Building Commission, and Chair of the 6th Committee. His unwavering commitment to fostering bilateral relations between the countries he represented is commendable, as touched innumerable lives globally. Ambassador Michael's steadfast advocacy for the universal accessibility of quality education is a hallmark of his service that KCA University wished to celebrate. As the Vice President of the UNICEF, he ardently championed the right of children, especially those in conflict zones, to access quality education in a secure environment. His commitment to the protection of children's rights, addressing their fundamental needs, and expanding their avenues for full development underscores his dedication to the socio-economic and political advancement of nations. The influence of education in enhancing the lives of individuals and empowering them through expert knowledge and invaluable skills is a core principle upheld by Ambassador Michael. Notably, many Kenyan students pursuing higher education in various fields within Slovakian universities have benefited from his advocacy. His conviction that education can effectively emancipate families from generational poverty and elevate their standards of living resonates with us deeply. Ambassador Michael's service as the Slovakian ambassador to Kenya earned him the affectionate epithet People's Ambassador, due to his unparalleled commitment to serving communities. Through the agency of Slovakia Aid, he extended support to small-scale entrepreneurs, non-governmental organizations, and civil society movements, thereby fostering the creation of stable and innovative communities worldwide. His instrumental contribution to small-scale entrepreneurship and economic growth is evident. The promotion of transformation, innovation, and wealth generation are key attributes of his commitment. He firmly believed that entrepreneurs are pivotal to the evolution of solutions and products to address challenges, which in turn results in job creation, innovation, and the expansion of revenue base, fundamental factors for a nation's economic development. Ambassador Michael Rowe, as the Vice Chair of the Peace Building Commission, further underscores his commitment to peace and the execution of public sector reforms. His endeavors in fostering collaboration, consultation, and the resolution of complex global issues through bilateral meetings with leaders are noteworthy. His capacity to provide recommendations and information to the enhancement of coordination of relevant actors within and beyond the United Nations demonstrates its commitment to the cultivation of best practices and the assurance of predictable financing for post-conflict communities. Remarkably, His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Michael, passionate dedication to sustainability serves as an embodiment of his commitment to the betterment of humanity. His relentless efforts to compel governments, academia, and industry to address the root cause and consequences of climate change serves as an inspiration to our university. The advocacy for the championing of sustainability in the battle against climate change is a clarion call that demands recognition and support. Ambassador Michael's tireless promotion of awareness regarding long-term shift in global temperatures and weather patterns underscores the exigency of addressing climate change, especially given its potential to severely affect developing countries such as the Republic of Kenya. Moreover, his resolute commitment to the implementation of sustainable development goals, particularly goal number 11, focusing on sustainable cities and communities, is laudable. His endeavors to channel substantial capital flows into projects that foster inclusive and sustainable urbanization serve as an imperative for advancing these objectives. Madam Chancellor, beyond his diplomatic career, Ambassador Michael's role as a former educator remains ingrained in his commitment to inspire and guide students. His dedication to instill motivation, confidence, and enthusiasm in students, despite challenges, is emblematic of the transformative influence of the good teacher. This mentorship instills within students the confidence and resolve to persevere in their pursuits. His persistence, exhortations for the youth to equip themselves with knowledge and skills to address issues of inequality, sustainability, and gender disparities reflect his vision for a more equitable world. KCA University, distinguished as the foremost business and technology university of choice in Kenya and in the region, and as the best private university in employability, is founded on the pivotal tenet of advancing knowledge and driving change. Our esteemed institution takes immense pride in association with His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Mikhail Mlinar and his extraordinary contributions to the domain of international relations and the promotion of harmonious partnerships. The Senate of KCA University is elected and the larger community by His Excellency the Ambassador Dr. Mikhail Milinar's gracious acceptance of the Senate invitation to join KCA University community. Madam Chancellor, it is my great honor and privilege to present to you and this distinguished congregation His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Mikhail Milinar, recognized as the People's Ambassador for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, LHD, honoris causa of KCA University. Thank you, Chancellor.
Madam Chancellor, I kindly wish to invite you to present this award. Madam Chancellor, I kindly wish to request Dr. Priscilla Gashigi, Dean, School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences, assisted by Dr. Edward Owino, Dean, School of Business, to help the candidate in receiving this award.
the Chancellor, Vice Chancellor, our honorary degree graduate to stand in front for a special photo session. We'd also like to request our Deputy Vice Chancellors to join in on that photo.
In honor of Michael Malina, an exemplar of global humanitarianism, education, and diplomacy, Ambassador Malina's outstanding lifelong commitment to positive social transformation, peace, and sustainable development, KCA University proudly confers upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all its rights and privileges. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We kindly request the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor to step forward for a special photo. We kindly request you to move slightly this way for the sake of the miss. Okay, just still standing, I'd like to request all our Deputy Vice Chancellors to join the photo, kindly. All our DVCs to kindly join that photo. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We request thank you very much. We'll request Dr. Michael Milner to give his acceptance speech. Thank you. A moment of silence for this moment. The band, thank you very much, band. Thank you very much, band. Thank you very much, band. Beautiful music, thank you.
Madam Chancellor, Professor Olive Mugenda, Mr. Vice Chancellor, Professor Isaac Wakindiki, distinguished KCA community, Deputy Vice Chancellors, and other distinguished guests of the academic community of the country that I call my second home, of the beautiful Republic of Kenya. It is an honor and my distinct pleasure to humbly accept this honor. And I'm indeed humbled and honored to stand in front of you this morning. It is a special day for many of you, and I would like to say, Hongera sana, amjambo, rafiki yangu. Congratulations to class 2023 of the graduates of KCA University. And congratulations also to the parents, to the families, and to all of you teachers, professors who have worked hard to achieve the results that the students are distinguished for today. In my previous service in this beautiful country, I focused a lot on two important aspects of our cooperation, on education and on youth. And I believe this is indeed the main focus of the values of this successful university that today celebrates not only the 15th graduation ceremony of all of you, but that also proudly celebrates KCA at 10. And I am indeed honored and proud to be a member of KCA community as of today. And I commit myself to continue supporting the values and the commitments of this educational institution, and to develop this partnership into higher important levels. Well, my dear friends, the young future distinguished professionals, you are indeed agents of change, and you are already today considered to be leaders of the future. But let me remind you that future is not something distant that we are only talking about, but my friends, the future starts today. Your important journey starts as you will receive the diplomas, the certificates, and we all, as we are standing here today, are extremely proud of your accomplishments, and you can continue counting on the endless support from all of us that have gathered here today. In my professional career, I have been focusing on three important priorities. And these actually all start with the letter P. First and most important, the people, or as you say here in Kenya, the wananchi. Secondly, participation, because it is indeed only through participation that we can make some changes, that we can bring about important developments in this country and globally. And partnerships, because it is through working together that we can move mountains and that we can achieve the important transformative change that KCA University has also been striving for. So I would like to say, be proud, because today you have a lot of reasons to be. But be bold. Don't get discouraged, or don't stop in front of new challenges or new complications. But also be responsible, because it is through responsibility that we bring about positive, lasting, and sustainable change. I was very happy to hear earlier from one of your colleagues who referred to all of you as young, vibrant, promising, and active. That's a great start. But as famous physicist Albert Einstein once said, a person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. So be bold and try, and push higher the dreams that you have and the aims that you will try to achieve. And also, as Albert Einstein says, you never fail until you stop trying. And it really is something that comes with responsibility. So I would like to offer my words of encouragement for you to proceed in your journey of education, of life achievements, but also, as has already been said before me, of making a difference, a true difference that your country, that Africa, and that our world does expect from you. It is not somebody else's role. It is not somebody else's journey. It is your own journey where only you can make a real difference. If I may, I would like to start with a bit of a challenge. And I'm sure you know that we are facing a lot of challenges in today's world, whether in the area of peace and security, in the area of socioeconomic development, or human rights, which, as you know, are three pillars of the work of the United Nations. Indeed, we are hit by multiple crises. The world is sliding backwards instead of accelerating towards the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, the 2030 Agenda. More people and places are being left behind as the ripple effects of various shocks threaten communities globally. What we need is a model of development which is grounded in sustainability and inclusivity. The African continent, with the fastest urban growth rate in the world of 3.58%, faced with cascading crises, is also not on track to achieve most of the Sustainable Development Goals. We have all seen the rising costs of living here in Kenya, but also elsewhere in Africa and in the world. We have seen that students like you across the world often are protesting and are looking for important changes and pushing for solutions. And it is only a natural reaction to some of the underlying challenges. By 2050, 900 million new residents, you hear well, 900 million new residents will be added to the urban population of Africa. This is huge. Africa's current urban population, in fact, is only 567 million. Can you imagine our cities having to accommodate almost double of that when we are already facing serious infrastructure, basic services, or housing deficits? And this challenge is not only evident in the large cities and capitals of the world and in Africa, but also smaller places and communities, including rural ones. How do we prepare secondary cities or small towns to accommodate the new residents without repeating the same mistakes of polluted, congested capital cities that did not plan well for migration and urbanization? Climate change is having a growing impact on the African continent, hitting the most vulnerable hardest and contributing to food insecurity, population displacement, and stress on water resources. Only in recent months, we have seen devastating floods, an invasion of desert locusts, and now face the looming specter of drought because of La Nina event. In his address to the United Nations General Assembly in September 2022, Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, clearly said that the ongoing crises threaten the very future of humanity and the faith of our planet. My friends, I am not here to scare you or to create a gloomy atmosphere on one of your most beautiful days, even though we have some rain. But in my own country, in Slovakia, we say that rain brings blessing. So I really see that this is a blessed day for us in many ways. So if I may offer to you 3 recipes how I think we could together address the challenges, some of which I have just outlined. And I will call them 3 pathways, 3 opportunities. First one would be on land and housing, which is about achieving universal access to adequate housing. The right to adequate housing is internationally recognized and underpins the achievement of most of the Sustainable Development Goals. Beyond 4 walls and a roof, adequate housing for every family requires individuals and households to have universal, safe and stable access to energy, water and sanitation, transportation, schools, employment, healthcare, green spaces, and other social services. Security of tenure is intrinsic to adequate housing. So housing and the various connected issues which I have just mentioned indeed have in many ways a transformative power that we need to embrace. And with that, of course, we need to also ensure that all levels of governance, starting from the national governments, but also including local and regional governments and other actors, focus equally on the important change that is required. 56% of Africa's urban population today lives in informal settlements, or slums, if you will, in really precarious locations and often very difficult conditions. It is our moral duty together to address this issue and really reach some positive change. My second pathway and opportunity is related to urban economy. And KCA, your alma mater, has excelled in business and economic issues. So you are often really the experts and the future professionals that need to work also on urban economy, focusing on generating prosperity and enhancing local financing. The economic importance of cities cannot be overemphasized. The World Bank and the United Nations bodies estimate that more than 80% of the global gross domestic product, the GDP, is produced in cities. How to actually really capitalize on this enormous wealth and on this enormous capacity, while at the same time also addressing the climate and environment issues. Because while 80% of the GDP is generated in the cities, also 70% of carbon emissions are generated in our cities. So it's seemingly a contrast, but we can do it. We can really turn the clock around and ensure that what seems to be a major challenge indeed is a great opportunity. We need to achieve effective, inclusive, and sustainable urbanization, because this is one of the most direct ways of fostering economic development. The right mix of land uses within a city and the right balance of small, medium, and large settlements within a system of cities and communities can promote investment strategies that address spatial inequalities, be it on the regional, local, or on the national level. At the municipal level, this will involve generating revenue for public investment in infrastructure and basic services, and implementing redistributive policies to ensure that the wealth produced in cities results in shared prosperity and environmental sustainability. One thing simply doesn't work without the other. And my third and last pathway for you and an opportunity is on urban resilience and strengthening urban crisis recovery. Do we need more reminders about often having these crisis situations that we are facing almost on a daily basis, whether it is related to natural disasters or climate change or various man-made challenges related to peace and security. By 2050, droughts and flooding will cost African countries $50 billion a year. Across many parts of Africa, conflict, political violence, climate change, and food insecurity are converging to forcibly displace more Africans than ever. Just in East Africa, the Horn of Africa, and the Great Lakes, 19.2 million people had fled their homes by the end of 2021 due to violence, climate-related issues, or other challenges. The region is suffering the worst drought in 40 years after 5 consecutive failed rainy seasons, and we potentially face another one this year in 2023. As of November of last year, drought had displaced 1.8 million people. And of course, we could go on and describe some of these developments further. What we need to do is really to have multi-level crisis response and recovery efforts, which will be focused on supporting the governments as well as the local and regional actors with the specialized recovery frameworks and learning from previous crises and previous challenges. In many parts of Africa, but also in other parts of the world, urban recovery frameworks support the implementation of recovery interventions by clarifying institutional and multi-level governance arrangements, policies and plans, coordination mechanisms, and financing instruments. So what I am advocating for and what I would like to leave you with today is really our joint collective commitment to a better quality of life for all. This is the imperative of today, and this is the way we need to focus on addressing the challenges through our concerted efforts. As you know, Nairobi proudly hosts one of the 4 UN headquarters in the world, the only one in Africa, the only one in Global South, and in a developing country since 1978. It has really been an important milestone for us at UN Habitat. We are one of the 2 UN agencies headquartered here in Nairobi, together with UNEP, the United Nations Environment Programme. And indeed, we are trying to have a catalyst role in bringing about positive change and addressing all these important challenges. So, my dear friends, hongera sana again on your graduation and on successful completion of your studies. I once again would like to make a strong commitment to continue working with this university on projects related to the area of education, but also business and sustainable urban development. And I would like to invite you all to be the ambassadors for the future, but very importantly also to join me in our collective efforts to be ambassadors of change that is deeply needed and where we need to really work together. And I would also like to finish with one additional commitment that I would like to invite for next November, when we will be hosting our next World Urban Forum in Cairo, in Egypt. So I would like to invite a group of KCA students as ambassadors of change to join us in Cairo during the World Urban Forum, which will also comprise a youth assembly, where the students from this university will be able to directly experience an event like that. World Urban Forum actually, for the first time, will be held in a mega city, and for the second time in Africa, because in fact, the first World Urban Forum in 2002 was held here in Nairobi, Kenya. And through the youth assembly that they will be able to attend, they will have an opportunity to speak up and to bring to the table specific issues and solutions stemming from the studies that they are also conducting and the research that they are conducting here at KCA. Madam Chancellor, Mr. Vice Chancellor, it's an honor for me to be with you today and to continue working with you. Asanteni sana.
Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean, School of Technology, represented by Dr. Rachel Kibuku, to present the graduate for the award of the doctoral degree of KCA University.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present Mr. Nsenge Mpia Heritia, who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Technology and the Senate for the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Information Systems degree of KCA University. The title of his thesis is A Birth-Based Model for Recommending Information Technology Employability Profiles in Unstable Developing Countries. This PhD was supervised by Dr. Simon Mwedi Anyaga and Dr. Ruse Warugoro Boro, both of School of Technology, KCA University. I now call upon the supervisors to escort the candidates.
May the candidates please step forward. Ladies and gentlemen, the first KCA University Doctorate Degree 2023. Thank you, band. Thank you, band.
I admit the person named to the doctorate degree of KCA University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Hiya, band. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Because this is a historic moment, we'll request the Chancellor and Vice Chancellor to take a photo with our first Doctor of KCA University. The supervisors, you will also join that photo. Yeah, kindly just step forward for a beautiful photo. The Vice Chair of Council, kindly join the photo. Okay, let's take this one. Thank you so much, supervisors, for helping the candidate make this historic moment. We'd now like to request the Vice Chancellor, Chancellor, and the candidate only. Thank you very much. The candidates to be at the center. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We'd like to request you to sit down. And now back to the DVC, Academic Affairs. I'm feeling goosebumps. Ladies and gentlemen, before we go to the next phase, I'd also like to recognize the presence of the wife to our honorary degree recipient, Andrea Mlina. And now to you. Yes, thank you very much. And now to you, Professor Bagakas.
Two down, about 4,000 to go. Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean, School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. Priscilla Gashigi, the Dean, School of Technology, Dr. Simon Mwendia, and the Dean, School of Business, Dr. Edward Owino, to present the graduates for the award of various master's degrees of KCA University.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences and the Senate for the award of Master of Education, Administration and Management, Master of Education, Leadership and Management, and Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology degrees of KCA University. Master of Education, Administration and Management, Owal Collins, kindly rise up. Master of Education, Leadership and Management, Kalani Duncan, Kareithi Peter, Muya Ann. Master of Arts, Counseling Psychology, Gakumo Mary, Kenywa Miriam, Mutegi Moreithi, Jabani Liz, Okoth Emily, and Wasuna Nelly.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of School of Technology and the Senate for the award of Masters of Science in Information System Management, Master of Science in Data Analytics, and Master of Science in Data Communications, degrees of KCA University. Allow me to start with Master of Science in Information System Management. Balasa Anthony, Ihoko Yvonne, Kibet Sang, Kitaka Winfred, Limo Sharon, Mulomba Joseph, Mudheke Leonard, Waburi Helen, Wamidi Jadida, and Waswa Brian. Next is Masters of Science in Data Analytics. Echwa Misherina, Kamau Stanley, Kamau John, Koech Maureen, Korwa Susan, Makena Yvonne, Makwata Mother, Masebo Brian, Mungai Michael, Motuko Mase, Odhiabo Benedict, Okoth Joyfrey, Omondi Michael, and Wabogo Jennifer. Next is Masters of Science in Data Communications. Teriot Ezra, Regei Danilo, and Roy Macau. Please remain standing.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of School of Business and the Senate for the award of MBA Corporate Management, MBA Human Resource Management, MBA Procurement and Logistics Management, MBA Marketing Management, Master of Science in Commerce, Master of Science in Knowledge Management and Innovation, and Master of Science in Development Finance, degrees of KCA University. I'll start with Master of Business Administration, Corporate Management, Adan Noor, kindly be upstanding, Alois Otieno, Ambuga Florence, Barasa Kevin, Gashira Joseph, Galgalo Mohammed, Galgalo Abdullahi, Gatitu Marion, Gatonye Peter, Gitau Justus, Kamunda Hilda, Kanyugo Lawrence, Kadhurima Eric, Kibara Samuel, Kimoni Lawrence, Kinywa Evelyn, Kipsang Patrick, Mohamed Abdu, Moranga Pauline, Mweni Nelson, Mureithi Rebecca, Murigu Emily, Musima David, Musimi Janice, Mutunga Ematoni, Muturi Henry, Mwaniki Angela, Nalianya Wycliffe, Mwolo Faith, Njari Caroline, Njoga Celestine, Njuguna Phyllis, Ntiwi Zephania, Nyabicha John, Nyangaresi Joseph, Odunga Meshach, Omondi Pauline, Onyancha Vincent, Osoro Haron, Otuoma Sharon, Raim Samira, Rukwaru Joseph, Siaban Damaris, Tase John, Wafula Charles, Wandera Lewis, Wepukulu Andrew. Master of Business Administration, Human Resource Management option, Angela Awinja, Brenda Gaki, Didi Mjido, Esther Wanjeri, Gakinya Mudhoni, Jane Kagendo, Karimi Nancy, Kiama Ann, Kieti Lilian, Kutata Esther, Lukale Joab, Ogeshi Margaret, Olo Evans, Wanjoy Sarafina, and Wanyoike Joy. Master of Business Administration, Procurement and Logistics Management option, Kande Grace, Karimi Kate, Muya Felista, Opportune Wanjiku, Baik Linda, Wafula Joram. Master of Business Administration, Marketing Management option, Mabuga Caroline, Maingi Ann. Master of Science in Development Finance, Caroline Mumbi, Chacha Mwita, Diba Galgal, Joel Agutu, Juma Clara, Kamau Agnes, Kiare Wanjiku, Koech Lily, Langat Gilbert, Lorenga Daniel, Miriti James, Muhindi Samuel, Mutegi Lynette, Mutui Peter, Ndegwa Dominic, Ndishu Eric, Ndiu Kings, Nyanjiru Masi, Undiek Alice, Osundwa Silas, Owiti Besi, Selevina Laban, Simba Victor, Thomas Diana. Master of Science in Knowledge Management, Kuria Florence, Patrick Winfred,
Masters of Science in Commerce, Finance and Accounting option, Abuya Odoch, Aiko Maureen, Alexander Musioka, Abeva Rin, Atea Bire, Chebol Christopher, Cheroti Winnie, Elijah Nyakodi, Francis Kiru, Fwabwa Moses, Gachunia Edwin, Kanini Joyce, Isiamani Victor, Komo Margaret, Kimani Peter, Kinga Esther, Kiruja Rees, Kobe Edward, Macharia George, Maina Edwin, Maina Simon, Maingi Josephine, Manyara Andrew, Maweo Mary, Mitoko Neri, Mukaya Gladys, Mustafa Adan, Mutai Ruka, Mutua Arois, Ngei Sharon, Jogu Nahashon, Nyamunga Caroline, Ochieng Hilda, Odelo Catherine, Othiabo Irene, Odual Moses, Odual Felix, Omare Albert, Oyagi Agnes, Langodi Emmanuel, Wanyama Brennan, Masters of Science in Commerce, Finance option, Inyani Daniel, Ochieng Juliet, Masters of Science in Commerce, Finance and Investment option, Bego Hilda, Chege Livingstone, Gadogo James, Jobis Richard, John Dorcas, Kabue Jospat, Karaoke Justin, Karoki Janet, Kigo Masi, Kimani Ben, Kimani Antonius, Kisavi Shadrach, Kuria Joel, Ruseno Kenneth, Madenge Samuel, Muchache Ruth, Musanga Amo, Mugere Perez, Muiruri Eunice, Murwa Serena, Munene Martin, Jane Moses, Nyakina Ann, Ochieng Porin, Okoth Shaira, Onsogo Fake, Onsoro Sophia, Oyucho Julius, Ruino Jacqueline, Selek Samuel, Tuka David, Wafura Anthony, Masters of Science in Commerce, Finance and Economics, Ar Muhammad, Kase Kelvin, Kitave Kibet Beatrice, Kidadi Charles, Kithuka Joyfrey, Rerei Frida, Buta Grace, Mudungu Wilfred, Nyanjugu Rose, Obayo Royce, Odiabo Frederick, Wangamwa Edwin, Wajema Ann. Masters of Commerce in Finance, Economics and Investment, Washika Benson, and Masters of Finance, Economics and Accounting, Omonge Timothy.
So at this juncture, we want to request that all master's degree graduates kindly apprise so that you can be conferred with the degrees by the Chancellor. From all schools, kindly be apprising.
I admit the persons named to the various master degrees of KCA University, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give to read and to do all that pertains to these degrees.
Congratulations. You can have your seats, please. Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Dean, School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. Priscilla Gashigi, to present the graduates for the award of postgraduate diploma in education degree for KCA University. Dr. Gashigi.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences and the Senate for the award of postgraduate diploma in education, diploma of KCA University. Distinction, Keboi Kenneth, Moidi Ruth, Mutegi Hannah, Omolo Charles, and Onyangol Michael. Credit, Adhiambol Rose, Anidol Jane, Auma Clifton, Bororio Brian, Chege George, Chematia Charity, Chepkoech Mercy, Duncan Nyaberi, Dixon Wekesa, Gitaka Joan, Irongo Boniface, Jacqueline Emma, Joash Wambwile, John Brian, Kaleke Samuel, Kazungu Anzira, Kiarie Catherine, Kili Meshak, Kimamira Stephen, Kimani Joseph, Kipkogei Tirop, Kivinji Haron, Limo Stephen, Matikol Albanas, Miriga Jamlik, Mogere Abraham, Morodi David, Mtula Rispa, Mohoro Gradis, Mudan Dennis, Munyao Erastus, Mureithi Solomon, Muriungi Peter, Musubi Dennis, Mutegi Carlos, Mutuma Murage, Mwaneki Maureen, Denga Daifin, Gary Anthony, Gobia Benson Benjamin, Jonga Daina, Nyakudi Victoria, Obonyo Jacob, Ochieng Lydia, Ochung Justo, Odera Victor, Odhiabol Bonventure, Ogata Aloysius, Ogol Peter, Ogoncho Bernard, Okech John, Omari Wedi, Omari Edith, Omodi Elijah, Oncholo Justus, Onyangol Nelson, Osiemol Christine, Oteba Samson, Otienol John, Owiti Roy, Peter Grace, Radich Moses, Ronald Chris, Rotich Kimutai, Rotich Solomon, Sadiq Sandi, Samima Temut, Sami Kioko, Segera Gertrude, Shira Ignatius, Tubal Yego, Warohio Peter, and Yamol Joel. May we all stand up for the award.
Acting on powers conferred by the Charter awarded to KCA University, I award the candidates presented to me the postgraduate diploma in education of KCA University.
Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Director, KCA University Professional and Technical Training Institute, CPA Faustin Mwansi, to present the following candidates who we recognize as having qualified for the award of the following qualifications in December 2022, April 2023, August 23 examination sittings. CPA Mwansi.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who we recognize as having qualified for the award of Certified Public Accountant, CPA, Accounting Technician Diploma, ATD, Association of Charters, Certified Chartered Accountants, SCCA Diploma, Diploma in Data Management and Analytics, DDMA, NEC Diploma in Information Communication Technology, and NEC Diploma in Food and Beverage Management qualifications in December 2022, April 2023, and August 2023 examination sitting. Certified Public Accountant, CPA, Serial 1 to Serial 11 on page 23, kindly be upstanding. Accounting Technician Diploma, Serial 1 to Serial 35 on page 23. SCCA Diploma, Serial 1 and Serial 2. Diploma in Data Management and Analytics, Serial 1 and 2. NEC Diploma in Food and Beverage Management, Serial 1. And NEC Diploma in Information Communication Technology, Serial 1 and 2 on page 24. May you be upstanding for the award. Kindly be upstanding, professional students. Thank you.
I congratulate you for your achievement and wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Madam Chancellor, I now call upon the Director, KCA University Professional and Technical Training Institute, CPA Faustin Mwansi, the Dean, School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. Priscilla Gashigi, the Dean, School of Technology, Dr. Simon Mwendia, the Dean, School of Business, Dr. Edward Owino, to present the graduates for the award of various diplomas of KCA University.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the year 2022-2023 satisfied the Board of Examiners of KCA University Professional and Technical Training Institute and the Senate for the award of Diploma in Banking and Diploma in Management, Diploma in Project Management, diplomas of KCA University. Diploma in Banking, distinction, Anyango Diana, Kenyang Dao. Credit, Serial 1, Serial 3 to Serial 34. Diploma in Project Management, distinction, Gashoka Hannah and Jenga Stephen. Credit, Serial 3 to Serial 17. Kindly be upstanding.
Madam Chancellor, I have the honor to present the following candidates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Board of Examiners of the School of Education, Arts and Social Sciences and the Senate for the award of Diploma in Early Childhood Education, Diploma in Counseling Psychology, Diploma in Education, Diploma in Journalism and Digital Media, and Diploma in Film Technology, diplomas of KCA University. Diploma in Early Childhood Education, credit serial number 1 up to 4. Diploma in Counseling Psychology, distinction, Barasa Joina, Farah Ikra, Geshoro Kriya, Kaido Millicent, Karaoke Josephine, Maina Melvin, Malusha Manasseh, Nyagaya Lydia, Ogola Bernard, and Wendo Emanuela. Credit, serial number 11 up to serial number 51 on page 26. Diploma in Education, credit, serial number 1. Diploma in Journalism and Digital Media, distinction.
This is NTV.
Hii KCA GoTV Stream iko mkononi, mechi yako na sports action yote, na watoije hata wao hawajawachwa nyuma. Wacha enjoyment izidi hii holiday na GoTV. GoTV Stream available from 1st December for all active customers.
At Stanbic Kenya, we believe in your financial potential, and we are here to help you reach new heights. Enjoy. In your financial potential, and we are here to help you reach new heights. Enjoy.
You are watching Sound County Talk. Watch, share, like, subscribe.
Maneno ya kutafutana na Uhuru Kenyatta wachana nayo. Uhuru alifanya kazi yake akaenda wapi? Nyumbani.
If they continue this thing about Uhuru Kenyatta, they are going to see the things they've never seen from some of us.
You will hear what they call broadly inclusivity. Inclusivity is nusu mkate. That is why they want us to give them a blank check. Lakini ngo, there will be no blank check. The issues that were agreed on are 5 issues. If you don't want to take that, I told them yesterday, please go back to the streets.
Calling yourself a Democrat when you loot all the resources of your country, mislead people, torture them, imprison them, burn their businesses to us, and you call that a democracy? Or a civilian rule and an illegally elected government? The leaders must stop lying to their electorate first. They must stop the corruption. They must stop looting our resources. They must understand that they are not a better citizen than anybody. They are given a responsibility, a role to play to help develop the countries and make sure that there is peace and tranquility and respect the constitution of the country.
Democracy depends on strong institutions, and it's about minority rights and checks and balances and freedom of speech and freedom of expression and a free press and the rights of protest and petition the government and an independent judiciary and everybody having to follow the law.